will be presenting on behalf of Group 34 on our Comp 426 final project, Cookie Simulator. This will be a live demo for our web app, and this is the landing page for when you first launch the front end, React, which is built in React, and the backend is an API powered by Express.js. And first glance, you do have to log in to make use of most of the functionalities that this web app offers, and you will be welcomed with a warning sign to warn you to log in. And we have a simple dark and light mode that you can switch between. And let's try logging in. And we have a default user that is provided upon the initial setup of the application, which is the username admin with the password admin. But of course, you can change those credentials as soon as as early as after your initial login. You'll be able to change those credentials. So you'll be welcomed with a welcome message to tell you what the username is that you're logged in under, and you can make those edits for your password and such in the edit profile setting. And here, the current username is read-only, and we would need to provide the current email and the current password in order to confirm the changes. So if I put in a current password admin and I put in the current email, or I leave it blank and I try to confirm changes, it will not let me. And so the default uh, email is change this. So if we have that in here and we select change password and we gave it a new password, now we confirm the change and you'll see that it has been successfully changed. And now when we try to log in again, the original password will no longer work, and we will have to use the updated password to sign in. Okay, so the first thing you will want to do is actually to add a few cookies to your cookie collection. So I'm gonna name it new cookie with the value live demo. And I'm gonna send this cookie, and as you will see, it was successful. And I would also like to view all the available users we have so far. And this only shows me regular users or non-admins. So currently I only have one profile set up. And in here, the admin user can see the past cookies that that this particular user have accessed before. However, the admin users currently cannot view all of their own past interactions, but they can see any other users, their past interactions. And so let's try to see how we can get some records in on the left-hand side for the cookies that you have in your current browser session. So before this demo, I just cleared all my cookies in this browser under this website. So let me try to get a few cookies. So I just got back the new cookie that we just created. And upon refresh, you'll see it show up right here. And let's try to get a couple more cookies, and they are basically random. And sometimes you could get a duplicate cookie, but it will just reset that same key value pair, so it wouldn't show up as if you got another cookie, because you got one of the same cookie as before. So let's refresh and see on the left hand side on the table all the current cookies that we have in our browser. So let's try sign out and give ourselves another one. We're gonna call it live demo, and we're gonna call it the same thing. And for the password, we're just gonna say demo for now. We're gonna sign up. So this will be a default regular user creation, and those users are not admins. So they will be forbidden from performing these actions that are specialized or restricted to admins. So if I gave it key value and I try to send the cookie, it will say they are forbidden. So both of these are forbidden actions to non-admin users. But a regular user is able to get cookies all the same. But you'll see that you still have your previous cookies there because your browser session has not changed. So of course cookies are remained in this browser affiliated with the browser session itself rather than the user. But the purpose is to grab a few more cookies for this regular non-admin user, and these I believe are the only cookies that are currently in the database. So it uses a basic select SQL method call that just randomizes the roles IDs and the row IDs, and then it just takes the top record. So there isn't an unlimited amount of cookies currently that's in the table. So these are probably all the ones that we have right now. But of course, admin users can create more cookies to this cookies collection. So let's go back and check out what the admins should see in their admin view now after all of these operations has happened. So we have changed the password for the admin, but here we go. Now we're signed in and we would like to see all the users. And as you can see now we're seeing two regular users, and so this is before we were looking at that user's interactions. So let's now look at live demos interactions. So these are all the cookies that was retrieved by this particular user. So so that is how you can see and look over and review what has been happening in your amongst your users in this application. And this is what the entire interface looks like in dark mode. And let's go ahead and take a look at the repository. And this is also where you can learn more about how exactly we make this web app and how is the front end and back end spun up, as well as a detailed API specifications documentation under the folder docs in the api.markdown file. And over there you can see the entire list of our endpoints that is in the background powering this front end application. And that is the end of the presentation. Feel free to learn more about and do a detailed walkthrough of our code base for our cookies simulator app. Thank you.